I wonder if I should get my e-boy mood lighting. Yeah. Hey everybody, Alexander Morgan here, but my friends call me Schmorgle. So, it's a little late right now, if you can't tell. Got the evening production vibes. Actually, the evening's when I get most of my work done. And while I was working on a different video, I had this very dumb idea. I was taking a break and actually moving some old files over to a new hard drive, and I was reminded of all my old songs. So I thought, you know, I'm not a YouTuber if I don't do a cringe video, right? I believe that's a rite of passage. So against my better judgment, we're gonna listen to some old Alexander Morgan songs and have whatever experience we have together. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cringe. Some stuff from, like high school. I figured it'd also be some fun context of then to now sort of situation. I really hope I've gotten better at songwriting since high school. Speaking of high school, shall we jump in? All right. Okay, so this first song, woof. All right, this is a song that I wrote for my very first girlfriend in high school. Yeah, it's already cringy, ain't it? A little bit of context. So my dad at the time had gifted me this old mixer, and I was plugging some horrible mic direct into the thing and recording on some old Mac that was like barely running Audacity. So needless to say, the production's not great, nor is the songwriting. I was like a good teenager who wrote songs, a little over emotional, and I mean, I think this one's gonna speak for itself. From what I remember, it's pretty rough. I can't remember the last time I've listened to this. Everybody enjoy however much I'm about to share of This Is by Alexander Morgan. That guitar already, man. Nice and trebly.
Look at you, standing there, so innocently.
Oh my God, open your mouth.
Temptation rising again within me.
Yeah, dude. Oh, emotional.
Can't resist the taste.
Okay, pause. I just need to break a little bit of that down. I am chewing. It is the perfect blend of like chewing all my words and then barely getting any words out. I feel like, I'm sure I'm not alone on this, but I feel like I was trying so hard to not look like I cared, but cared very, very much. Also, what am I talking about? Temptation rising again? What about, I'm in high school. This is a high school romance.
You let out all the things that make me wonder if I'm real.
Wow, you let that out, man.
Loose all the doubt I feel. It feels so real, so real.
So real, man.
This is.
That's not a bad chord change. Okay, so the lyrics suck. This is meant to be. Come on. But I will say, those chord changes, not the end of the world. It's not horrible, at least.
Don't hurt, don't hurt. This works so perfectly, so just run with me.
Did you hear that? Do you hear that Billy Joe Armstrong influence? So
just.
I'm gonna cut to the B section here because I feel like we get some weird stuff.
The thought of you was unattainable, just a fantasy that was unreachable. Now the thoughts that we share
Harmonies, bro.
are so beautiful. Now I know.
What do you know? What do you know?
Now I know.
You know nothing.
This is.
Oh man, so
This
emotional.
is.
Oh, dude.
This is meant to be.
No, man, this is over. Thank you. So yeah, that was pretty rough for me. I mean, all things considered, like, the lyrics suck. The lyrics are horrible. The lyrics are nothing. But I'm not so, I mean, the chord progression's trite for sure. We've heard it a million times, especially like for a kid who listens to 90s music. But it doesn't make me want to die, at least. Like the lyric, "This is meant to be." That puts you in the ground. I seriously thought I was so cool writing these songs for girls, and man, I was right. I was super cool. So this next song is also from high school. I think this was, if this was sophomore year, I think this was junior year of high school. This one needs a little context as well. So if you couldn't tell by the way I was singing, I was a theater kid in high school, an unabashed theater kid.
Unabashed.
And when the holidays rolled around, we had like a theater group, Secret Santa. And I had this buddy named Garrett. I don't think he'll mind me using his name because it's also, I say it 100 times in the song. I didn't know what to get him. He'd expressed that he didn't mind my music, I think, at the time. So I thought it'd be funny if I wrote him a song. Now what that song is about is the point I'm trying to get to. We had an inside joke with Garrett. He wore gel in his hair when he would come to school. And there were certain days where he would either be too lazy or forget to put gel in his hair, and it would just, the hair would be insane. So often, when he wouldn't put his gel in his hair and it was all crazy, he kind of would also be a little crazy that day too. So I wrote a song as a joke about Garrett's hair and how it's a sentient beast that controls him and bends him to its will. Stay creative, kids. Again, bad guitar.
You better hide, better run away, yeah. His hair's not gel today.
What the hell?
He might transform again, there's no escape.
Ooh, that big note. No escape.
He forgot the gel.
There it is.
There's no gel in his hair.
There we go.
Beware, he's a different man.
Yeah, okay, so the story's very
He'll hit
forward.
you where it hurts you without the goo to hold up his hairdo.
That's so dumb.
It's hair.
Without the goo to hold up his hairdo. That may be the best lyric I've ever written, honestly.
The follicles.
The follicles from hell. I remember that lyric. Chorus, baby.
There's no gel in his hair.
No drums.
Beware.
DI guitar.
He's a different man.
Counter melodies. All right, Alex.
Where it hurts you without the gel to hold up his hair.
Damn, who do you think you are? Oh no. Solo. Yeah, there we go. Pentatonic scale. It's just the scale. Also listen to a lot of Eddie Vedder. It's so ridiculous. Okay, I still, you know what? I kind of unironically like that song. It's obviously very bad. It's not well written and the lyrics are a joke. And I thought I had to give context to it, but I pretty much tell you exactly what's going on in this song. I do seem to remember Garrett enjoying the song. I'm not positive. Maybe that's just revisionist history in my brain. You know what? I'll ask him to be sure. All right, so we're gonna take a small step back in the timeline of things. This is a this is a band I was in with a lot of my buddies in high school. We went by a bunch of different names, and all of them were bad, and all of them were laughed at by all our friends. This first one, we called ourselves Whipping Boy. I didn't do a ton of writing for this band, but I did write one song. And I'm gonna play that one because it feels the most fair. Honestly, the other songs were not that bad, and they were written by my buddy Gabe, who recently passed away, but he was such an amazing writer. And honestly, he influenced so much of what I do now. And fun fact, my buddy Mac was in that band, and Mac plays on like all of my Science EP and a lot of the For the King record. So there's a baby drummer Mac in there as well. This is a song I wrote called Everything You Do. I'm not gonna preface this one more than I listen to a lot of Green Day. Okay, here we go. Rock. A little wonky time.
There was a time in my life where I believed no one could see who I was. Me and you know we're not happy, but at least I'm not fighting.
Some cool parts.
For a while, I don't wanna be rough, but you've had way too much of everything you do.
Damn those lyrics. Everything you do, man.
I know it's a bit tough, but it's still not too much, and I know I still come through.
Let's take a quick pause there. I don't want to be rough, but you've had way too much of everything you do. When you thought you couldn't be more vague. The funny thing about this is that we had access to a crazy professional studio. My buddy Gabe, his dad is an engineer, and we would just hang out there and take for granted that we can record like high fidelity music and just choose to do like one take. We're like, that's it, that's good. Second verse.
What's done is done, and I can't complain.
Yeah, there we go. Can't complain.
But at least you are hanging on the shame. It's all the same.
Dang, dude.
In my mind, I am lost again.
Harmonies.
I have to find again.
Little wonky pitch
What
wise.
I need to comprehend. For what I
Chorus.
know, I don't wanna be rough, but you've had way too much of everything you do. I know
Everything's at a 10.
but it's still
Everything.
not too much.
Ooh, right down.
No, I shall come through.
Wow, dude, I'm already getting emotional at this age. Yeah! That's Gabe. So good, man. And that kind of stress.
I don't wanna be wrong, but you've had way too much of everything
We're
you do.
We're like 13 and we're like, bah. Damn, that's nostalgic as hell. The funny thing too is like growing up in LA, like we would play as like these kids. We would play the Whiskey, and that's like a famous. If you don't know, it's like a super famous rock club on the Sunset Strip. We just thought we were little gods back then, playing the stage that all our favorite bands were playing at back in further in the day, and we would unironically just like rock out singing songs about these girls that didn't like us in high school. And I still do the same thing to this day. Follow your dreams. Man, that was absolutely wild. It's really like, as indulgent as this kind of is, it's pretty wild to go back and see like where the writing really started to take hold and where things really started to sort of poke through in terms of my aesthetic. And then thinking now about like, I still feel like I'm developing it and still figuring out like everything. And I still feel like such a baby, but listening to that, like I was such a baby then too. I don't know. There's some value in it. Like I can judge it all I like, but there's still parts of it that's like, I'm proud as that like fledgling little writer to have at least stuck with something and like just made anything. As cringy as this is. Anyway, thanks so much for indulging me. This was really fun. If any of this stuff we were listening to interests you, oh no, If any of this stuff interested you and you want to hear more, I actually have a tier on my Patreon where you can listen to everything I've ever recorded, or at least the MP3s that I still have. These 4 songs are on there with a ton of other stuff. So if you want to get more Schmorgle, the Patreon's the best way to find that. I'll leave a link in the description. Thanks so much for hanging. I'm gonna get back to the bigger video I'm working on. You guys are gonna freaking love this thing. And I got a lot more to share with you soon. So stick around and thanks. I'll see you soon. Peace.